Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
In brightest day,
in blackest nights,
No evil shall escape my sight.
but those who worship evil's might.
beware my power.
Green Lantern's light. Hello and welcome back to Sector 2814, the Green Lantern podcast. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, Master of the Core. It is.
I am Will. Hey, everyone.
And after a few weeks of team ups and, good issues, we're back to the regular series.
That's right. 4 issues of the regular series.
That's right. We'll get into it, but I should say, with me as always, the hardest working man in podcasting, Mr. Will Ulrich.
It's an interesting week.
Hey, at least two of its interviews, man.
Yeah, that's true. So, and I think tomorrow night I'm going to be a friend's Kickstarter campaign, the Night Wolf. I think it's number 6 campaign is wrapping up. So I'm going to hang out with Rob as he counts down the last hour. And then Thursday night we have that. Friday night's Explain Yourself. Saturday we've got, of course,
yes, Unlimited Justice, episode 18. You, me, and Lilith are going to talk to JMD Mateus. Yes.
And then that night, I'm actually going on a different podcast as a guest to talk about Crossover Division.
Oh my God, you might podcast more than me this week.
I don't know how you do it, man.
I'm gonna call you Ray.
Yeah, I don't think I could keep this up week in and week out. You guys are made of sterner stuff.
All right, but we have some Green Lantern stuff to actually discuss. Will,
Absolutely.
First of all, you read issue 12, so let's get into that.
I'm a little confused about exactly what happened because it looked to me like, and we're gonna start talking spoilers. So if you don't want spoilers, you probably should stop listening now.
That's right. It's been out at least a week. Yeah.
So it looks like the Guardians are gone again.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it looks like there is a blob that has Green Lantern energy and Star Sapphire energy and Blue Lantern energy.
Yeah, it looks like a rainbow. Yeah, it looks like one of those plasma balls, like you go in Spencer's and you touch and the electricity comes to your finger. It looks like one of those, but yeah, it's a rainbow in there.
And now, apparently, Hal has his original ring back.
This feels like the one from Abin Sur.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, wait. A lot of stuff was reset-ish, kind of. And then it looks like Simon can speak to the dead, maybe? I don't know. Because Aricia was one of the ones that was shown to be, dying, having died in space.
Yeah.
And we're only down to about 600 lanterns now.
Oh, that's all.
I don't know. The Guardians were trying to join the United Planets. So what became of that? Did they actually get joined? Apparently they did. I think what I really need to do is sit down and reread it as a whole. Because
same.
Yeah, I think that's what I need to do. I think the series was good. It's just and we're setting up, John Stewart and the Emerald Knights. Looks like he's going to be exclusively in the dark sectors, and normal powered, I guess, or
who knows? But supposedly he's dying in Death of the Justice League. So I wonder if there's going to be a depowering there, if there hasn't already been a depowering,
or if that takes place before, maybe. I don't know.
I thought it said for most of the characters, it takes place. just a little bit in the future. So I
Uh-huh.
don't know, but I mean, I've seen the art with our buddies Nightwing and Hal Jordan, so they're in
Yeah.
the Dark Crisis. So yeah, so
So
I wonder if we're gonna have to wait for explanations on the other side of Dark Crisis, or if they're gonna like add stuff little by little in Dark Crisis, or like we were saying was it last week? We're like, yeah, they might just spin something out of Dark Crisis.
maybe, yeah. I mean, we know we're getting John Stewart and the Emerald Knights. Are we getting a regular Green Lantern title too? Or is John Stewart and the Emerald Knights going to be our Green Lantern title?
Yeah. I mean, maybe it'll be John Stewart and the Emerald Knights, but they'll call it Green Lantern. I don't know.
Also, the voting has opened up for
Yes,
the third round of the round robin. So Green Lantern and the Light at the End of Forever is going up
versus
against Superboy, I
Boy.
believe, right?
Yep.
So I got to go vote for that.
Yes. And what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna say, John Stewart. The easiest ring to bring back is that original Ab and Sur ring, because didn't that go to John? Because remember, didn't when Hal quit that one time? Yeah, didn't the Guardians then give that ring to John Stewart?
Yes, but then Hal came back and got it back. But
Oh, is
then
that ring, or did that? I thought they gave him a different ring.
I don't know. I mean, that's something that we
Oh,
should
wait, yeah,
research that.
around issue 200, when Hal came back and he got a ring, wasn't that like was that Tomar
Tomar
2 or
Ray's ring,
Tomar Ray?
maybe?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember, because didn't one of them die and then Hal took that ring?
I don't remember. I would have to go. I got to go back and read those. Huh.
So I mean, John kept a ring from
Somebody, yeah.
up until the end of that well, he kept that ring, but was he powered for a while? But yeah, I thought John kept that ring, but then after Emerald Twilight, who knows?
Who knows? All bets are off.
I was waiting for Hal to say, "This feels like my original ring from Ab and Sur. No booby traps or nothing."
That's right. And there's no Lord Malvolio. No, sorry.
Ah, Malvolio. John sets everything back to basics. Malvolio, son of a bitch.
Damn it. Oh, and other big news. I thought it was kind of cool. I think you'll be a little more excited, but you saw it too. The McFarlane Toys is doing a
Yes.
Kyle Rayner Green Lantern action figure, which looks pretty cool.
Yes, it said, what is that? Blackest Night.
They've done a Superman, Blackest Night, Superman, Dead Superman, and a Batman. Then the Kyle one is Kyle one the third one or the fourth one?
I'm not sure. You know what one I've seen time to time? I keep seeing like the 2-pack of Hal Jordan, and it's like that. What is that? Dawnbreaker. It's it's like the evil Batman version of it's
yeah.
to go along with like the Batman Who Laughs and stuff. I saw that in Target before. There's an FYE at our mall. It's still sitting there. I'm like, I forget how much it was, but I was like, oh, should I get that?
I wonder if he has his original ring. Sorry.
Exactly, because I was gonna say it's a little more expensive than like just one figure. It's 2 figures, and then you get a bunch of like green
diorama stuff.
like the
it,
green energy and stuff. Yeah, because like Lilith got something like that for me for my birthday. It's Batman versus Azrael, and it comes with like a bunch of like plastic flames, or you could put it in front of them and stuff.
Very cool.
So, yeah, new figure coming.
What other Green Lantern news have we got?
I don't know. We might be pushing our luck looking for more Green Lantern. Oh, wait
still
a minute.
not a Green Lantern series yet, which is worrisome. But
again, we might have to wait till after Dark Crisis.
Yeah, and I'm, I may regret this, but I'm going to totally. I'm not going to get Dark Crisis until I hear how it is from you. So
okay.
I mean, I haven't done a company-wide crossover for any company in a very long time.
Oh, I was clicking on the link trying to find the date for that Kyle Rayner figure, because it said pre-order. I guess now for $24.99 you can buy an Endless Winter DC Multiverse. I think it just said Green Lantern figure, but it was John Stewart.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it looks like McFarlane might have a few. Yeah, there's a John Stewart. I'm scrolling, but I don't see the cow.
Yeah, I hate when they do the pre-order stuff because it's like I saw one today. I just saw one a little bit ago. It's like an Iron Man one, the armor from like Endgame and stuff. Like, oh, when is pre-order now for 2023? I'm like, really?
Really?
Gonna pre-order it and forget about it. Ooh, a Nightwing.
Nightwing. Do we know somebody who likes Nightwing?
Yeah, you talked to her last night.
Yeah.
That's right,
Yeah, I mean-
kids. Unlimited Justice episode 117. Unlimited Justice episode 17. Yes, me, Will, and Kristen talked to Mr. Mark Wade. I'm sorry, friend of the show, Mr. Mark Wade.
Hi, I'm Mark Wade, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Nice.
Aha. Talking about Batman talking about world's finest. He says, I don't even mention Batman Superman.
Okay, I found a link on the blog of Oa.
Oh, I did. Sorry, before I forget, yes, I did. I found that 2-pack. It's here that Hal and Dawnbreaker 2-pack,
Mhm.
$41.99. So
Wow. Here, I'll send you a private chat.
oh wait, what's this?
There you go.
Oh,
That's-
for $59.99, you can get a 3-pack. Jon Stewart, Bizarro, and some kind of Jokerized Nightwing in the red suit.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know how those three come together.
In that very pack, that's where they come together.
It looks like did they just announce the Kyle Rayner yesterday?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there a date on this thing? Oh, no word yet on release date.
So it's coming. We just don't know when.
Yeah. So you might be able to pre-order it even, but yeah, there's no date on it yet. It does look nice though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Deathstorm. Kids.
Yeah.
Guess who showed up on the Flash last week? Deathstorm.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna do Blackest Night with
Maybe with
the
Deathstorm,
Flash. I don't know.
maybe with one character. I don't think it's like it's like he looks like the original Firestorm, but it's like no, it's basically some dark thing. It just like took his form. So
I mean,
they did Crisis on Infinite Earth. So
then they did Invasion.
yep. Oh,
They did. What were the other crossovers?
Crisis on Earth X.
Oh yeah, Crisis on Earth X.
They did that Elseworld, which was basically just Flash, Arrow, and Supergirl.
Mm-hmm.
Armageddon.
They need to do Armageddon 2001.
They did it at the end of last year. I told Lilith, I said they missed such an opportunity to do Armageddon 2021.
There you go. Yeah.
Branding.
Well, I feel like they keep teasing Diggle as Jon Stewart, with the ring.
Yeah. Because the last episode of Arrow, he opened like a glowing green box, and he made like quick appearances on some of the shows. But yeah, it's like I don't know if they're not pulling the trigger on that because of the HBO Max series or.
Yeah, who knows? I mean, he did show up in Superman and Lois.
Yes, he showed up there. He showed up on an episode of Batwoman. Showed up on an episode of The Flash. They kept teasing stuff, but
yeah,
I don't know.
We want more Green Lantern stuff.
Exactly. Where's that HBO Max series already?
Yeah. Well, and I think we need to find out about Kyle. We need to find out about Guy Gardner. We know Kilowog and Salak are okay. Arithia died, apparently, or something, but there's a lot of characters, unaccounted for. We know what happened to Jessica. We know what happened to Simon. So 2 of the Earth Green Lanterns are MIA, I guess.
Yes. I had a thought, and it's probably complete wishful thinking, but we know from our talk, Mr. Mark Wade is bringing in Hal Jordan into that World's Finest book around issue 4.
Yep.
The dream would be, hey, maybe he write. I'm sure he'll write a kick-ass Hal Jordan, and maybe someone at DC's like, hey, you want to write the new Green Lantern book,
The Hal Jordan book? Yeah. Is there going to be a Hal Jordan book?
or even just like a Green Lantern core book?
Cool book, yeah.
I mean, just rotate them every couple arcs. That would work for me. Something, anything. So I don't know. When it comes to like the big seven, is like Green Lantern. Like it seems like a lot of times they'll like go like at least months or at least a year or so before they'll between Green Lantern series.
Yeah, it's strange, and I don't really understand why they would just do a 12-issue series. I mean, I get spinning a series out of it,
Yeah.
but why not just continue the numbering and just this is the next volume of Green Lantern, and the series takes off in a different direction because John's over here in the dark sectors. I mean,
unless he had more planned, but this was like the end of like the first arc, and they were just like, "Oh wait, hold on, Dark Crisis is coming." Maybe they'll let Jeffrey Thorne come back after Dark Crisis.
I don't know. I mean, he's definitely doing the John Stewart series, so
yeah.
I don't know. I do know that I kind of like having a monthly Green Lantern book.
Me too. I mean, and again, maybe if hey, let's push this John Stewart book in the round robin to win, and maybe they'll be like, oh, hey, look,
you got two Green Lantern books now, yeah.
Either John Stewart and or Green Lantern is popular. It won the round robin because last year, who won the Robins? Again,
round robin and Robin won.
Yeah, Robins. It's a book with all the Robins. Yeah, but I'm just like, hey, it's connected to Batman. So again, the winner of the second year could be, if it's Green Lantern, be like, hey, man, maybe he's as popular as Batman stuff.
Yeah. For at least some appropriate percentage of popularity of Batman, right?
Yes.
Batman, my favorite character.
That's right.
Hey, Ray, I exercised restraint last night. I didn't play that once.
That's right.
Batman,
I was there.
my favorite character.
Wait for Mark Wade to say, who's that?
Yeah, who's
young Australian boy loves the Batman. All right, so should we get into these issues?
Yep, I think so, man. Sounds good. Unless any other news of import?
Green Lantern, I don't think. Yeah,
no. I haven't seen anything on the series.
No,
I guess that's it.
I was gonna say I probably have to wait a couple months for solicits on like a new Green Lantern book. Probably the other side of summer, probably.
Yeah, Dark Crisis is what, 7 issues?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. I guess.
Flashpoint Beyond #0 came out last week. I guess I don't know if they're trying to mash that Flashpoint timeline in with the Watchmen stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna have to read that Doomsday Clock series one of these days.
Oh yeah. I mean, we thought you had Barry Allen wasn't completely responsible for creating New 52. That's all I'll say.
Way to go, Barry!
It wasn't just him. So somebody hit the timeline with his big blue something, and yeah, that's how we got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or no, it's like he stole 10 years or something. It's like, oh god.
Okay.
Maybe Jeff Johns was just getting sick of everyone yelling at Barry.
One of the things I'm gonna wait and see, but I really like the idea of having the Guardians around, but not as all powerful, gods, but as the older siblings, like they presented themselves while they were trying to join the United Planets. So the fact that they destroyed the Central Power Battery again and killed the Guardians, or got rid of the Guardians again, I'm like, there are so many ways you can make them work. Why get rid of them?
Couldn't we just like depower them?
Yeah, I mean, I depower them, and they're around for knowledge, because they're billions of years old.
I love how they're all powerful when they want to be.
Exactly. I don't know. That was the only thing, and I can't lay that at the writers. That was, I believe, an edict from
Probably.
DC editorial. So,
But again, it's like we do this at least once a decade. Yeah, we
I
blow
know.
up that battery. Yeah, we kill the Guardians.
Kill a bunch of Green Lanterns, and
I mean, look at look what Jeff Johns did. I mean, he created all those the different spectrums, the different colors, but it's like he didn't blow up the battery. He didn't blow up the whole Megillah. He just added stuff to it.
Yeah.
And look how great. Look again, that were the two big things going into New 52. They changed the least because they were selling the best Batman and Green Lantern. So.
Absolutely. Yep.
You don't have to blow up the battery. So wait, if that rainbow thing's in the middle, does that mean Oa is going to kind of be everyone's is everyone going to have headquarters on Oa now?
I don't know. I mean, it looks. And what about the Red Lanterns and the Larfleeze and the Sinestro Corps? I mean, they still have their. Well, he still has Parallax in him, or yes, I forget how.
I don't remember.
I haven't caught up on all that reading yet, so I don't know.
So did everyone else's central battery shut down? And like, wait, we have to go where to charge?
Yeah, I don't know.
John, might have just created more headaches for everybody. Oh, and then that godlike figure he saw, was that Kirby?
Yeah, that was Jack Kirby, which is cool, definitely cool. But
but that's kind of random. I'm like, why did we pick Jack Kirby? Because
we were dealing with the source and the source and the new gods and the forever people and all that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but when we're talking Green Lantern, it's Gil Kane and John Broome, right? I mean, it's.
But again, maybe they're just like, oh, they're not as familiar. People aren't familiar with what they look like as And again, like you said, the source, fourth world.
Yep. All right, let's do this thing, man.
All right, so we're talking Green Lantern 83 through 86 tonight. The first 3 issues are a big arc here. So Green Lantern 83, February 1997, Retribution Part 1. All right, hold on, let me prepare. Friend of the show, Mr. Ron Mars.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Get our money's worth out of that. Penciler, Daryl Banks. Inker, Romeo Tangle. Colors, Pamela Rambo. Letterer, Chris Eliopoulos. And editors, Eddie Berganza and Kevin Dooley. Okay, this didn't age well. After handling some Ukrainian weapons dealers in the harbor of New York City.
I noticed that too.
Yes. I was like, ooh, there were some Ukrainians. Ooh. Green Lantern. I'm like, yeah, let him go. Green Lantern watches a kind of shooting star which goes down somewhere over the sea. Not being tired, Cal does not fly home, but instead visits a dance club. Yeah, because he's like, isn't this a theme like of a lot of the books? He's like, I got work, but I really don't feel like doing it right now. He's like, maybe I'll go hang out with Radu. Radu leaves because like Donna's out of town.
Mm-hmm.
On the dance floor, a beautiful dark-skinned woman hits on him pretty hard. With all the problems he had with Donna in mind, Cal refuses the obvious offer from the woman. The obvious offer.
Well, hits on him literally.
Well, first she's like, "Come with me now." I was like, "What? No." She's like, but then she suddenly changes her appearance. She wears a Green Lantern-like outfit and furiously attacks Cal. Cal flees onto the street to be able to change into his costume without attracting any witnesses. Okay, I mean, I know. I mean, did anyone get a good look at his face? I'm like, can't you create like a big, bright light? Everyone's like, oh, I can't see it. And all of a sudden, I don't know. The woman who calls herself Fatality follows Cal and also tells him that it is her goal to kill all Green Lanterns that are left in the universe.
You know, I think she's overreacting just a little bit. Just a
You
little
think?
bit.
I mean, again, it's almost like a form of racism. It's just like, oh yeah, hey, one Green Lantern wronged me, so I'm going to kill you all.
Oh yeah, it's just that's right.
Well, at this point too, it's almost like that. Well, she doesn't know which Green Lantern it is at this point, so she's like, hey, I don't know which one you are, so I'm going to wipe you all out. So eventually, I'll get to you. Instead of doing some detective work.
She should just go see Batman.
Oh, wait.
Batman, my favorite character.
She is the last of her species and obviously holds the Green Lantern Corps responsible for it. I wonder why. Fatality's fighting strategy is based on the assumption that Cal's ring will run out of power after a certain time limit. Stupid idiot goes, oh, wait, I don't know time limit.
Yeah, okay.
So I wonder, so it's like, was she willing to stand there and battle him for 24 hours straight? Is that what she was saying?
I guess. And, I get what, they're going for in the story here, but Green Lanterns, full-powered Green Lanterns, classic, get killed by yellow, should not ever go down easy, right?
Yeah.
And if one of them goes down by her, if it's classic Green Lanterns, there would be a report, this person has killed one Green Lantern, this person has killed two. I'm curious to how many she has actually killed. I mean, we see about 5 in her ship later, and
I think, but she even makes the comment too. She's just like, "Oh, hey, my job's easier now because most of you are depowered."
Yeah.
I don't know. Right? Yeah, she's waiting for that time limit. But Green Lantern assures her that this restriction does not apply anymore. Shut up.
Yeah, shut up.
A little unsure about that statement, Fatality rather decides to back off and flee from the scene. Cal believes that John Stewart might be next on Fatality's list of targets. Thus, he flies to John and explains what happened. John does not think that he is in immediate danger. Instead, the lady might have her sights set on Green Lantern's power battery. Just call her Evil Star.
Yeah.
That just reminded me of, what was that, 26 to 28?
Yeah. The Evil Star.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Who are you? Oh, don't worry. I show you how to use that battery. It's Green Lantern.
Not one of the better moments. I fully admit that.
Who says Goldface and those guys were smart? Come on.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So what did you think of this one?
I thought that was a pretty good setup.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of building a character up because they've killed several, killed Green Lanterns, basically. I mean, it seems like Green Lanterns were used to, give cred to people.
Yeah.
Villains whenever they need some, body counts or something. And
I wonder what her kill count was before Emerald Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
Or
and then what it was after. Now,
after. I think that would have been funny if they were just like, she's like, I was able to kill maybe 1 or 2, but then once Emerald Twilight hit, she was like, oh, then I saw my opportunity. I just went for it. So, then she has those Green Lantern earrings.
Yeah, I mean, for someone that hates Green Lantern, she
looks like a groupie. Yeah,
she looks like a groupie. You nailed it.
Oh, hold on.
Nailed it.
I wonder if she says, "I of course love Hal Jordan."
Oh!
That was a self-own right there.
I was going to say, look at him calling his own shot. Look at Babe Ruth calling his own shots here.
I of course love Hal Jordan.
But yeah, good. I mean, good setup. And again, as we'll find out later, I mean, Mars using Green Lantern history again.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, the art by Banks is really nice.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he's able to completely finish the art because there's a second artist in the third part, isn't there? Or is that the?
There's a second penciler on part 2, so I mean,
okay.
so I don't know if it. We'll see when we get to the third one. But yeah, I know in the second part here it says 2 pencilers. All right, so you want to jump to the next one?
You bet.
All right, Green Lantern 84, March 1997, Retribution Part 2. Again, writer Ron Mars. Yeah, penciler this time, Daryl Banks and Chris Batista. I think everyone else is the same here. Yep. Green Lantern, accompanied by John Stewart, returns to his home too late because Fatality already has captured his power battery. So does she have a way to track that battery then?
She must.
Because how would she know where Cal lived? She didn't. I mean, unless she's been following him for a while. But the first time we see her is in that club.
Yeah, and then even if she put a tracker on him, he hadn't gone back to his apartment because he went directly to to go to see John. So she must have some way to track the energy, I guess. I don't know.
I guess. I mean, as long as you have a tracker. I mean, again, there's not a lot of Green Lanterns left. O's gone, so.
Surprised she didn't turn out to be a Red Lantern.
Oh yeah, later on, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised. Maybe they forgot her. Otherwise, they probably would have. Green Lantern attacks the woman, and a fierce fight begins. After breaking through the ground into a metro tunnel, Fatality gets a grip on Cal and holds the blade of her axe at his throat. Cal asks her about the reason behind wanting to kill all Green Lanterns. And again, as a villain, she monologues.
She got her monologuing.
That's all right. You'll die anyway. Let me tell you, Mr. Bond. She explains that she is from the planet Xanchi.
Oh. Do we know that planet for some reason?
Cosmic Odyssey?
Perhaps.
Which exploded because of a decision of a Green Lantern Corps member. And of course, she survived because she was not on the planet when the destruction occurred. And she is the only one left of her people. Fatality does not know which Green Lantern was responsible, so she set out to kill all of them. As Fatality, we get the interesting thing here too. As Fatality wants to make the fatal stroke, John Stewart intervenes. He is willing to fight with his bare hands, but suddenly he releases a green energy beam which directly hits Fatality. Wonder where that came from.
Used to be a guardian. Sorry.
Well, the reason they give right now.
They give the reason. Yeah, they give
rehabilitation.
Yeah.
Parallax rehabilitation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But as Cal comes near her, she puts a blade into his right shoulder, takes the battery, and flees from the scene. John is still puzzled about what just happened, but he guesses how Jordan did not just heal his body during the final night.
Okay.
I mean, that would have been interesting if Hal would have been like, "Oh wait, yeah, right, isn't he a guardian? Maybe I can turn that back on or something." Or
let's make you a battery and a ring. There you go.
That would have been interesting. It's like, hey, John, you're a guardian again. You can kind of make rings and restart the core.
Yeah.
Together they follow Fatality to the harbor where she reaches her spaceship and leaves, goes into orbit. Although his ring may not have enough power left, Cal follows her directly into a wormhole.
Hey, did you notice her ship?
What?
It was yellow.
Oh, yes. Probably she didn't hit him in the head with it.
Yeah.
After exiting the wormhole again, Green Lantern gets attacked by Fatality's spaceship. After a hard hit, Cal crashes on an unknown planet where he is immediately confronted by a monster with huge tentacles. Yes, I said tentacles.
I don't think those are tentacles.
The fight takes the remaining power out of his ring, and the monster pulls Cal into the depths. So yes, kids, he's powerless.
Yep.
Thoughts, William?
That's pretty. I mean, this is a classic 3-act structure.
Yes.
Boom, 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 and he's at the worst part of it at this point. Yeah, I thought this was good. I mean, Daryl Banks is a really, really good artist, and I think him being on the book lent it a stability,
Yeah.
of the it looked really good month in and month out. I think
Yes.
which just really helped the book, And then of course, Mars was telling the kind of stories, bringing Kyle along, and turning him from pre-GL into a hero, right?
Exactly. And I know it's a plot device for the sake of the story, that her taking that battery, and he's like, I gotta get that battery, I'm gonna be powerless. But I mean, if you stop and think, I don't know if it even works this way, could Alan Scott have recharged that ring long enough for him to give him a charge to go after Fatality?
I don't think so, because his power comes from the Star Heart, which is what
Yeah,
magic, right?
I know,
So,
I know.
and he did try to use a different battery, right? When he oh wait, we haven't got there yet. Sorry.
Yes. Oh yeah, there's that. Yes, yes, yes. Well, I just figured that was because the central battery was gone,
Yeah.
always gone.
Yeah, and his battery is actually a shard of the central power battery, right?
I think so,
I
yeah.
think that's what it was explained as.
I believe so. All right, you want to get to the next one?
You bet.
All right, we'll wrap up this arc, and like I said, the last issue is its own thing. A big misunderstanding, but all right. All right. All right, so Green Lantern 85 from April 1997, Retribution Part 3. Okay, Ron Mars again, writer. This time pencilers Daryl Banks and Stephen Jones. So he has a different second penciler on this one.
This time, yeah.
Yeah, and two inkers, Romeo Tango and Terry Austin.
Cool.
And then everyone else is the same. So yeah, two pencilers, two inkers. Retribution Part 3. Okay, kids, if you didn't know, this first sentence will fill you in. Green Lantern is in a lot of trouble as he has to fight an alien creature on a distant planet without the power of his ring. But Cal is not helpless. He uses some bones as weapons and gets free of the creature's tentacles by puncturing one of its 4 eyes. Will, don't even say it. I'm going there.
He gives me his bone.
I know that's what you wanted.
You were way ahead of me, man.
The minute I said bone, I'm like, okay, I know what he's gonna demand. Cal goes back to Fatality spaceship and enters it. On board, he finds her trophies of several defeated Green Lanterns, including some batteries. But none of them work anymore. Well, duh, the central batteries blew up.
That's right.
They're not plugged in.
Yeah. Well, could they not have a residual charge?
I guess, but I wonder if Fatality kind of like drained them, maybe.
I don't know.
Or was it this issue, or was it a different issue? I thought, did someone say something like, maybe the batteries kind of like burn out once either Emerald Twilight or when OA blew up?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you would think. Of course, that whole 24-hour limit thing was just kind of goofy anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, those batteries seem to be pulling power from the central battery always, because no matter when they needed the recharge, man, all they do is stick your hand in that battery.
It didn't actually Mark Waid write the story where the lantern was like, okay, let's travel in time. You've still got 30 seconds. Okay, let's do and then finally he takes the ring off and throws it at the thing, and it breaks it. So I think that was Mark Waid, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but maybe.
I think that was a Green Lantern Corps Quarterly. It was just a funny little GL story. Because then he had to find the ring.
So Cal needs to find Fatality, and after shortly following a blood trace, he suddenly is attacked by her. Green Lantern fights back fiercely, but in the end, Fatality defeats him. Cal explains that John Stewart was responsible for the destruction of Fatality's home planet. Way to put a target on him. Way to put a target.
Won't shut up, will he?
I know. No. I mean, if you want to be chatting Kathy, make up a lie. Be like, oh yeah, that I know that that one of those Green Lanterns you killed. Yeah, he was the one who blew up Xanshi.
Yeah. You got them
It's like,
all.
you pinned the target on John Stewart's back, and except for like random energy bursts, he's kind of powerless right now.
Pretty much.
But this revelation does not change her mind about killing the Green Lantern in front of her. She wants to beat him to death using his own battery. Talk about issues. But suddenly, the alien creature returns and attacks both humanoids. Cal tries to persuade Fatality that they have to fight this thing together, but she does not agree. Green Lantern fights himself free and then watches how the creature disappears with Fatality in its grip. Oh yeah, she's like, I'd rather die than give you this battery back.
So she throws it away. Yeah.
A little later, Cal finds a body part of Fatality. Apparently, she was eaten by the alien creature. Yeah, he finds what? The arm.
Yeah.
And we never saw. Yeah, sure. We never saw her again for a while. After recharging his ring, Green Lantern flies back to Earth. In New York, John Stewart and Donna Troy are standing on a rooftop looking out for their friend.
Okay, I have a question. How did he get home? He didn't. I mean, does he? I know he can fly in space and all.
Does he have enough control over that ring to tell what the reverse his course or like a wormhole?
The ring, I don't know. Because remember, there was the whole point of him kind of being lost in space a little bit and needing the help of, the Rebels or Legion or whatever they were called at the time.
I know it's stuff like that. It seems like he makes like a quantum leap, like behind the scenes of like his like skill set. But I wonder too if like Fatality ship did it have some kind of star chart in it where it's just
that's possible. Yeah. Yep, I hadn't thought of that. Good call.
Thank you. And yes, we never see Fatality again
for a while.
Yeah, for a while. I think she's mad now, man. Now she lost an arm.
Yeah, she's really annoyed now.
But no, yeah, like I said, I like how Ron Mars like uses the basically the Cosmic Odyssey story, which when it comes to John Stewart wasn't the best, but he kind of works it in where it's like it's.
Yeah, John has had some kind of character defining stories that aren't really. That were kind of foisted upon him, I feel like. The Cosmic Odyssey one, Kat Matui, which, hey, Simon, maybe Simon can talk to her. I don't know. Or maybe John brought her back with the power of the Godstorm. I don't know, because he did for a bit. Those were different realities. I don't know what that was. So
do you think at a certain point they considered how their main Green Lantern, so like they're like, oh, we can,
we can do whatever we want to any of the others.
Yeah, we can crap on John Stewart. We can even Guy Gardner, but it's like, yeah, Hal's like the main guy.
Well, I was doing some research. This is way off topic, but Green Lantern from about 120, 130, somewhere in there, all the way up to like 190 or so. Never had a full issue. There was always a backup story of something in there, either a Tale of the Green Lantern Corps, Adam Strange, or something. So the stories in those issues were only like 15 pages, 14 pages, which I thought was really kind of weird, because he didn't get the standard 22 pages or whatever, that most of the other titles had.
Oh, it's funny you mentioned that. Like, I got some like back issues like 2 weeks ago. Like I found, was it like, I think it's like Flash 246 or something. I think it's like a 70s issue.
Oh, and that's a backup. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not, oh, he knows it wasn't in the best of shape, but it's good enough to read. But yeah, the backup was Hal Jordan versus, I think it was the last, might've been the last, was that the last part? But it was Hal versus Jason Woodrow, the Floronic Man.
Who becomes a new Guardian or new, whatever they called. But yeah, I think 46 might have been the last one, because I think that's when they went back and started up the Green Lantern Green Arrow with number 90. So those were in between the last issue of Hard Traveling Heroes and the relaunch of the book with number 90. So there was several months in between there where he was just a backup.
Yeah, he's a backup in the Flash. Woodrow gets the ring off his finger, and he's like, "Wait, I was like, I programmed this. Nobody's supposed to be able to take his ring off." And Woodrow's like, "Yes, no human, but yeah, I'm more plant than human." Then he shoots Hal with some like weird like thorn thing that makes
Ring. When I say no one, I mean humans and everybody else.
Then he basically shoots Hal with something that like kind of makes him drunk, and it like makes Hal run into a tree.
Okay.
I'd be like, "Ow, that's Alan Scott's weakness. Come on."
Yeah, it was a yellow tree. No, sorry.
But then little Edie helps Hal out.
Oh yeah, little itty.
Not the big one, yes, little.
Itty bitty.
Yeah, I completely forgot that. I wanted to mention that to you. I was like, yeah, I picked up this issue. I was like, oh, how?
Yeah, I think I told you I was working on compiling a list of the reprint editions, where Green Lantern has been reprinted, and got a pretty good list going, but I still got to add a bunch more.
Yeah, I remember that there was like it's so weird where the backups show up. All of a sudden you get like a random Green Lantern backup, a random Green Arrow backup.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I was just kind of shocked that to be one of the big seven, at DC, that in his own title for like 8 years, he didn't get a full issue to himself. Pretty much. I mean, there were some scattered throughout here and there, but I mean, I was like, come on, man.
That's weird.
That's weird.
Maybe they're just like, hey, we need something since like Green Arrow wasn't as like in the book and stuff.
Who knows? This was the.
But yeah, I mean, that was like the age of backups at DC, because I know for a big Wonder Woman episode, me and Lil covered all the actual comics from Wonder Woman in 1984.
Oh wow.
And like back then, the backup was the Huntress.
Oh yep.
Like
I
the
remember those.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was like a thing back then. Like DC did a lot. It seemed like they did a lot of backups.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any other thoughts on Fatality, or should we get to the last issue?
No, I thought it was a pretty good little arc. I mean, he makes it a point of saying, he with the ring, it's a weapon, but he controls the weapon completely. But
then,
other weapons he doesn't necessarily have that level of control over.
Yeah, like when he was stabbing that thing with the bone, he's like, "Yeah, I got no, like the ring." Yeah, because at the beginning of the first issue, he's making guns with the ring. He's like, "But I can control them. Like the bullets aren't fake. They don't have to be fatal."
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right. So the last one, you want to get to the breather issue? Well, kind of the breather issue.
You bet.
All right. Green Lantern 86. You'll know it by the cover. The naked green woman wearing a towel.
Jenny Lynn Hayden or Scott or whatever her last name
Jade.
is.
Yeah. Green Lantern. She's gonna play a big part here soon, kids.
Yeah.
Green Lantern 86, May 1997. Roomy. Writer Ron Mars, penciler Jeff Johnson. So no Daryl Banks this time.
Oh, but Jeff Johnson is awesome.
Yes. Remember him from A Midsummer's Nightmare?
Yeah. And Wonder Man.
Oh, yeah.
From the Marvelous Competition.
Yes. Oh, remind me to tell you something after we're done.
Okay.
There may be an opportunity for that somewhere down the road. Inker Romeo Tangle, colorist Pamela Rambo, letterer Chris Iliopoulos, and editor Kevin Dooley. So basically just the guest penciler. All right. Oh, good Lord. I swear, I feel like we've been here before. While picking up some takeout food in Chinatown, Green Lantern stops a group of Tong gang members from kidnapping a girl. I swear he runs out for food all the time and runs into trouble.
He's a trouble magnet.
I'm gonna go get some food. I'm hungry. Hey, is that Felix Faust in that alley? Okay.
Yeah, darn it.
He doesn't run. That's why I moved to New York, man. All you gotta do is walk down the block and you run into trouble. So he saves this the gang from kidnapping this girl. He goes home to his apartment and, hearing the shower running, goes to investigate, thinking his girlfriend Donna Troy has arrived early.
Yep.
Yeah. Cal pulls aside the shower curtain. A shocked Jade screams and pushes Cal away. Yes, and covering just enough to make this comic code
Code approved.
yes. Jade comes out of the bathroom wearing a bathrobe and explains that her father gave her Cal's address, and when she saw Cal was not home, she let herself in. Wow.
Green Lantern power, right?
Yeah, I think she said, she made a key out of it. And yeah.
Mhm.
She explains further that she's in town for a few days and has no place to stay. Cal is reluctant. Jade asks him to think about it and returns to the bathroom to wash off the rest of the soap. All right, before we get to the big misunderstanding, so I don't know if I ever read so is Jade's power limitless? Because she's not wearing a ring.
I'm not sure. I never read was it Infinity Inc. that they were in, I think?
I haven't read a bunch, but me and Lilith are going to be reading more for our Justice League podcast.
And, her power, how did that get passed down? I mean,
was it the Starheart?
Well, the original. Hang on, let's back up a second. So, originally, we're talking Earth 2, right? Not Green Lantern core ring that Alan had, kind of a magic ring or some other kind of ring that, because he had it, it somehow passed on to her, I guess.
I know, yeah, that's weird that, she inherits power he had in a ring, yes.
Now, it gets even weirder when Crisis happens and smushes all the worlds together, because suddenly Alan's ring is not magic anymore. It's just a core ring.
It's like a prototype or something.
An old ring that they made vulnerable to wood instead of yellow.
Because it was like what on Earth so long ago that they're just like, oh yeah, it's make spears, arrows, it's like could make that the weakness.
And then
remember when we
somehow
covered
that gets passed on? I really have no clue. I have no idea how that works.
Again, magic.
Magic. Let's go with magic. I'll take magic for 1,000, Alex.
Oh, Lord. All right, here we go, kids. Cal is moving a bag of Jade's clothing when it spills open. Cal begins picking up clothes when someone knocks on the door. As he picks up a pair of Jade's panties from the floor, her brother Obsidian walks in, sees Cal with his sister's underclothes, and goes ballistic. The two men begin to fight. Shortly, Jade breaks up the fight. Cal tells Jade she can stay with him for a while, and Donna arrives asking for an explanation.
And then we get a last page of she's gonna stay where?
I could just hear the music. Come on, knock on my door.
I know what the story's trying to do, but I always feel like Donna would be completely at ease and confident in herself, right? Because she's Donna Troy, right?
Yeah.
So I've always kind of thought her characterization has been a little bit off in the Green Lantern book, but it's being done for effect, and then she's going to be yoinked out of the book shortly.
I wonder if Mars did this because he knew Donna was going to be gone eventually. So this is, it's like, oh hey, we're gonna build up this friendship. So when Donna does leave, a romance won't be so just like obviously crowbarred in.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, do we know when Donna leaves? It's pre-100, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'd say, was it mid to late 90s? I think.
Okay. So
I'd say probably sometime within the next year, maybe even less than that. I'd say, if not before, in the next 10 to 12 months.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Oh, wait.
So we should be finding that out in a few weeks.
Yes. Hold on. Because I was going to say, there was that Titan series. What was that, like 99 or 98? But then there was that JLA Titans.
Oh, yeah, the big JLA
series.
Titans.
So when was this? That was. You're not helping me, DC website. I'm seeing 1998. So, oh wait, on sale date October 13th, 1990. Where's that? Where's that collection? Tell me.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like.
the first issue was December 1998. So,
Oh, okay. So we're getting close.
yeah.
It looks like Fatality was recruited as a member of the Sinestro Corps, but she was later recruited by the Star Sapphire Corps.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Huh. Interesting.
Oh, we'll get there.
We'll get there.
But I mean, she comes back before that.
Oh yeah, she comes back long before that. Multiple times, right?
I can't remember. Does Mars bring her back? But I know what's his face after Mars brings her back.
Judd Winnick?
Judd Winnick, yeah.
Okay.
I can't remember if Mars brings her back before that, but yeah.
I think so. I don't remember for sure, but I think so.
Yeah, it'll be on the other side of. Oh yeah, I think yeah. I think yeah, he does. It's on the other side of 100. It might be like 113 or something like that.
Yeah, and then
around there.
Mars leaves just right before 120, right? Like 115, somewhere in there.
Was it one? Oh no, it might have been like 125 or something. But yeah, no, it's all flooding back to me now. But yeah, he will have Ron Mars will have Fatality come back at least one more time.
Gotcha.
On the other side of 100. All right. But thoughts on this one? Again, I think if he knew ahead of time, Ron Mars is setting up that romance.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
Spoilers.
Yeah, he is the writer for 120. So yeah, you're right. It probably is 125.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think he even told us when we talked to him. But
I think so. Yeah, I can't remember what that was.
It was 84 years ago.
It was. So long ago.
So any other thoughts on these?
I mean, this is I think these are pretty kind of typical of Green Lantern of this era. You know, they're solid superhero stories that I do like how Mars is slowly trickling some of the previous Green Lantern stuff back in.
Yes.
Right?
Oh yeah. I'm just looking at the schedule. This is interesting. Okay.
Yeah. What's coming up next, Phil?
Well, next week it'll be more issues of the regular series, Green Lantern 87 through 90.
Awesome.
And then in 2 weeks we'll do Green Lantern 91 annual. Remember, we said we're going to go back and get that annual 3. We're going to do annual 3 and annual 6 that week, along with 91.
Sweet.
And then the 3 weeks after that, we get more team ups. Will
it's time for team ups
because the 1 week it'll be Green Arrow 125 and 126 and Green Lantern 92. And then the week after that will be Green Lantern 93 and 94 and Superboy 47.
Wow, I don't remember these. What?
And then the week after that will be Green Lantern 95 and 96, Green Arrow 130, and The Flash 135.
Okay, so what are all these crossovers? I don't even remember what they are.
I forget the names, but I mean, again, they all takes place in all the main books.
Uh-huh.
And then once we clear all that, it'll be Green Lantern Sentinel Heart of Darkness.
Wait.
There's a 3-issue miniseries.
Oh wow, I completely forgot about that. I was thinking of the Hell's Sentinel thing, but that was back during Underworld Unleashed. So okay,
it's a 3-issue miniseries. I think there's like interconnect locking covers with like Cal, Alan, and Jade. I think.
Okay, cool. And
Speaking
then
of the Starheart.
Then after that.
Well, after that, I mean, you'll get one more week, Green Lantern 97 through 99.
Gotcha.
And then remember, then we're going to make you wait longer for 100 because then in July, summer of 69.
Summer of 69, that's right. Then
So-
we'll get into Emerald Knights.
Yeah. But again, July, you'll get all your old school HAL. So
That'll be cool too. Yeah. What issues are we doing? They're like 70. We may go ahead and do 75.
yeah,
I know
yeah. We're gonna leak a little into in the 1970, but yeah, I mean, when's all said and done, we're gonna do from 66 to 75. So
Yeah. And 75 has what is it?
oregano, yes,
Oregano.
oregano Ray.
Yeah, nice.
That's right, kids. So again, we gave you everything to July and beyond. So yes, there's plenty of things to send your thoughts about. So yes, please send your thoughts. Email us.
Right. Get on it,
Kid-
Ray.
That's yeah. Now you have the app, Ray. I love what we call him out every time. Ray, send us food back because you're not busy.
What the F?
Yeah, he just, got a show or a few about, some Marvel character. I forget. Who's that Marvel character?
You know what? I don't think I actually. Oh, you know what? I don't think I have a drop of Ray saying Moon Knight, but
Fight me, Moon Knight nerd.
It's a pretty good one.
thank you. I almost gave him a heart attack. It's like, what's that Marvel character he talks about with the cape?
Batman, my favorite character.
Perfect.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
All right, so yeah, send your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Sector 2814 on Facebook, on Twitter. Find links to all the social medias and Facebook fan groups for all the shows we do, including the Green Lantern fan group, Facebook fan group. Go to the YouTube. You can... every episode we do gets a video, including our recent interview with Mr. Mark Wade that Will, me, and Kristen did. So check that out. Again, JMD Mateus is coming soon. So smash the subscribe button so you don't miss any of that.
Smash it.
And most important, please subscribe to the Patreon. Again, we're paying for this out of our own pocket. It's a labor of love. So every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive early access to creator interviews. Again, Lilith and I talk to Mr. DG Chichester every month about some of his comic work.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And I told Lilith this is my new thing. The mention. Okay, only on Patreon, the superhero movie brackets. We're going to find the worst superhero movie of all time. And it will kill me. So yes, the April episode will be, yes, we're going to crown the Marvel winner, and then in May we'll get to the DC stuff. So
Wow, you are insane.
I know. Well, oh my God. Okay, here's the bet. I told Lilith, I said, can we just stop this? I'm like, this is killing me. She said, there's one condition I can stop. She said, if you can get me 3 episodes of Ray talking Batman. And I reached out to Ray.
You're finishing this up and doing the worst movies, right?
Well, I reached out to him. I don't know if he was just being nice. He goes, oh, maybe when Moon Knight's over. So Lilith is starting to sweat a little bit. I'm like, oh my God. Can you imagine if you got 3 episodes of Ray doing Batman?
Yeah.
I'm like,
I could do year 1.
I could sell tickets to that thing.
Maybe
Batman,
Court of Owls.
my favorite character.
That's his intro every week.
Batman, my favorite character.
See, kids, it's a 3-ring circus. You want to pay the Patreon or get yourself some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. So find everything at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And hopefully sooner rather than later, we will get Mr. Macona back. But until then, follow him everywhere on social media on this planet and all other planets at Macona, MATTKONA. And make sure you check out his appearance with me, Will, and Lilith on Ultimate Spider Cast episode 175.
Nice.
All right. So, Mr. Will Allred, besides appearing on 50 podcasts this week, Where can people find you and Crossover Division and everything else you do?
You can find me at Wallred. That's at WALLRED at Gmail and Twitter and Facebook and other social media that I may not even remember setting up. You can also find me or my work, Crossover Division at crossoverdivision.com and Diary of Night at diaryofnight.com. I also, besides the awesome Sector 2814, I host a podcast, co-host with Kevin Joseph, where we have Kickstarter comic creators explain their projects that are currently running on Kickstarter, and it's called Explain Yourself. And it's also available. And I've done something new. I haven't got the Quantum Zone on there yet, but if you like Green Lantern, you like Quasar, so you can check out all kinds of cool stuff about Quasar at the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org. You can also go to, I'm totally stealing this from Phil.
Hold on. Breaking news.
You can go to Linktree.
Ooh!
linktr.ee/Wallred, WALLRED.
Oh, nice.
I need to add the Quantum Zone out there. I've not done that yet.
Yes. Nice. So yes, kids, more places to find Will where he'll never be.
Exactly.
I hope it's going somewhere nice.
I'll put it in my navel.
And again, just for you.
He gives me his bone.
I, of course, love Hal Jordan.
All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, Green Lantern 87 through 90.
Lots of fun.
We're marching to 99, taking a month break.
And then getting Emerald Knights. Yeah.
Hey, think about it this way. July, you get classic Hal Jordan, and then 100, you get
more classic Hal Jordan.
First week of August, you're going to be getting, 2 Hal Jordans for the price of 1.
Exactly. Awesome.
Get a summer Hal.
That's right.
All right, kids, come back next time. And remember, ladies, watch out for those tentacles. Good night.
Hey, you said you wanted to